with Barndo. Tonight we've got the War replay versus the Clan FU. Not really a solid War clan or anything like that. It just looks like they're doing it for the perks. We hit the 94.5% destruction. Pretty good war from us. From them, they had one attack on one of our town hall 10s. After that, they sort of left us. Didn't get any 3 stars, and even Mascot survived. On our side of things, we hit mostly 2s on the 10s. We did get, though, 5 3 stars. Due, in fact, part of the bases were quite low defences, but it's still... People that have been Town Hall 10 for long know that, you know, planning out some of these attacks can be quite hard. So, 74, 84, 83, 82, they are all solid attacks, but sometimes there's just 1 or 2 things and it misses off. So the first attack I'm going to go with is JDam. JDam still doesn't have maxed camps, maxed spells or maxed heroes, and he's come up with a 6 go here versus their number 5. So reasonably high level defences, but the planning JDam's done is quite good for this attack. So he started with the 2 loons versus that archer tower for the CC draw. The poison was probably a touch low, just missed a few of the skellies. He probably could have got a few more of them. He's then opened up his attack up the top there, used that 1 loon on that top cannon. That'll fix the golem pathing nicely. And then he's gone in through the middle. So what I liked about this attack was it was well thought out for a couple of reasons. Spells looked very well used, and if you have a look at that freeze right there, he's hit the 2 Infernos, 2 Teslas, 1 Expo. These are reasons why we don't build bases where we've got all those core defences stacked right on top of each other for freeze. He does only have the 5-second freeze, but really good ability to take all of those out for 5 seconds. And then on the second one, he's done it all again and hit the Queen at the same time. That comes his second rage. That probably could have been a little bit more in base. Here's another impressive feat. If you have a look at this Queen, she's copping a pounding, and he's held onto that ability for as long as possible. She's got a fanny hair of health left, but he's kept it. He does use it there. Probably not a bad time because that saved her again. Now if you have a look, he's had 2 loons left, and he's just thrown them from the top. They'll pick on those top defences. Always things you need to have a look at. Can we use loons? Can we use a couple minions? Things like that while the golems are out there running around and keeping the defences busy. So all in all, excellent attack JDam. Probably one of the best attacks for the war. It's good to see a 6 go army with a solid result. Next attack I'm going to go through is attack versus number 8, and that was by myself by Barndo 81B. I've gone with a Queen Walk with a Go Whiz, 5 golem army, and only 3 healers for the Queen. So it was a good attack. Obviously I'm still working on these, and it's funny for an army that's got such a high potential. 1 or 2 little things can stuff it up. Now, here's probably one of the things that I could have done better. I could have dropped that poison a touch earlier and been ready for it. One thing with wizard CCs is because they've got a few more hit points in archers, the poison doesn't pick on them straight away, and that may mean that you need to prep it up early and get that poison out. So what I've had to do was pop that rage just so the wizards don't fire off at the Queen too quickly. Golem was a bit high. That should have covered that Wizzy on the bottom there. So at this stage I've gotten pretty close to going righto. I'll leave the Queen be for a bit. There wasn't a whole lot of defences left up there that would be shooting her, and I started the golems. Tesla was a unknown. This is the first attack on the base, so it was unknown it was there. Wall breakers entering that first level. and then a good jump. Jumped upgraded on Barndo 81B, so that extra 20 seconds makes a big difference. I find with the Queen Walk, the Golem side of it to be a little bit more reliable. You protect that 2-star a lot more, I find. Queen's pew-pewing away up top. Now there's a few things I've missed here during the battle. That was an excellent jump. That's good because that's gapped up all of those cells. That'll last for the main amount of time. Now what I probably stuffed up was I didn't notice that there was openings there. Probably could have looked at that pre-scout. Once I saw that first giant bomb, I should have guessed there was another one there, and I could have tripped it with one barb. So that pushed my last few troops. They're going away there. Queen's got the king now. And you see I've held on to the ability and kept that. It's all pretty much over by there. Now there was probably about 15 seconds left on that raid, so it's fairly close time wise. Next attack I'm going to show is Hoff's attack. That's our dirty bugger. He's back. It's been a while, old Hoffy, since he's been in the replays. He's gone with a GoLaLoon, a pretty shitty looking base, all very central. There's just so many things you could do with it. Those double infernos are really poorly placed. You freeze both of those and the blowers at the same time, so it's just asking to be raped by air. With the queen down there, you've got to think, do you want to use one king on it? Do you want to put a dragon on her? There's a variety of things you can do. Hoff's gone with a GoLaLoon. The problem with the GoLaLoon I see on that base is it's very hard to herd and get those edges done quickly. Now, we see a poison there. We'll concentrate on that. That poison was brilliant. Those wizards would have absolutely chewed that golem out, but they all round up dead running after him. Really, really well placed poison. So his king gone AWOL, and that's why GoLaLoons on maps like that can be quite hard. He's still got just the first golem's down, the second one's dropping now, so he's going to lose his cover shortly. What's good about that rage is that's covered that golem to be able to pound away on that air defence. So he's got two air defences, the Inferno, Queen, CC, all with his ground contingent. In comes the air. Hoff pretty much smashes out a lot of hastes, which is good. The two hastes instead of one rage is always my preference. Spreads them out a bit. There's that freeze. That helps him get those loons up the top there to get rid of those blowers. Hound that's still unopened. So all in all, good raid Hoff. Right, I've got two more to show. Clan Mascot has attacked number 10 and number 11, both the lowest two Town Hall 10s. As you see, a lot of Town Hall 8 defences there, a little bit of mixed in Town Hall 9 defences. The Queen was semi-bunkered. Mascot has a king down upgrading, so pretty simple, shitty position for a clan castle. Aggroed the clan castle, killed that and just gone into a Penta LavaLoon. The Pentaloon used to be a quite a big army, but we found with the changes and people becoming a bit more used to them, the army isn't as good as anywhere near what it used to be. A couple of witches in CCs, they wouldn't have really made much difference to the hounds. Good spread of hounds to try and pick up as many of those air traps as you can. Now you see a bit of a spread for these spells. They're not completely maxed on mascot, but that's to try and get a good cover. That queen's pounding away, that's why there was that third hound put down on that side. All the extra pups will hopefully deal with her. Queen's come out up top there just to sort of decoy and hopefully kill at least one archer tower. And the queen's still going out. Come the minions to clean up DPS. Plenty of loons left. There's a couple of unopened hounds. And that's it. Air armies with dragons, LavaLoons, all those kinds of things I've always found as a good substitute if you're going to be a hero out. It's always think where can you use them. And we'll go on to the replay versus number 11. Now this was another pretty shitty base. So what we've done is pulled out that clan castle, poisoned them off, and then substituted a queen for a queen. Very lucky that queen actually did aggro onto the other queen there. I was hoping those two loons would get that cannon as well, but they didn't. So good spread again with the hounds. Out come the loons. Nice and spread between the defences. Now what you see is with the with the freeze spells, they weren't just spammed down. You need to wait until your loons are starting to push into that, and then that's when you want to freeze it. You get 8 seconds. So that one up top there is shooting, but not a whole lot of problems from it. It's only hitting 2 loons at that time, so there's no point chewing on that. Now's a good time as you get more loons come into range. And only level 1 infernos as well, so your loons can take those for a bit of time. Minions have all gone down. There was quite a few spare minions. Sometimes you find with these bases you overcomplicate it and you end up having too many hounds left and not enough DPS cleanup, so it's important to consider that. That's it. That was a 2-minute raid. The last mascot one was only 1 minute 50 seconds. So pretty standard war for us. Farming clan just in there to get the perks, which isn't a bad idea for them. Good war for us to practice and have a bit of fun. Other than that, I hope I helped as always, and clash on.